Welcome to this week's Dividend Cafe. I'm filming here in a hotel in Tucson, Arizona. I have a speaking engagement out here tonight. And so we're filming on Thursday night. The market's closed. And of course we have tomorrow, Friday. Real quickly, this week in review, big story around oil was up over 4% today. Actually, the market more or less had pretty much been flat on the week, and then now after a pretty big move up today, Thursday, the market's up about 80 to 100 points on the week. So not a huge week in terms of market activity, but the oil move up about 11 or 12% off of where it was just a week ago seems to be kind of the only real macro story to note. In terms of what we're watching right now, and we allude to some of this in the written Dividend Cafe this week, which we really hope that you'll watch. But I think that you want to pay attention, or at least follow what we're saying about the Chinese yuan. There is not at the moment any imminent macroeconomic event that we think will be a big market mover. Of course, by definition, that's what they call black swan events, things that are not apparent to all, that you don't see coming. And markets are always susceptible to a certain sort of unexpected event. We call them black swan events or tail risk events. But as far as the kind of known situations that could have an impact on markets, earnings season's basically done. It's gone okay. Oil prices moved down over 20% last month. Markets didn't respond. Now they've moved up 12%. Oil seems to kind of not necessarily be a big driver at this point. But the Chinese currency story, I put a chart in the commentary this week that is very interesting. Huge correlation in big moves down when the Chinese yuan rapidly depreciates against the US dollar. It's a sign of global risk off, and it's right now the best sign I think we have. We're watching for more that could force some of that currency weakening to offset slowing growth in China. That's the thing that we're watching, much more so than US election or other things like that. The lesson I want to leave you with this week, we wrote a little post today that went out. Hopefully you got in your inbox. But there's an incredible picture of Michael Phelps in his gold medal swim this week in what was the butterfly stroke out in the Olympics. Him swimming straight ahead and his opponent next to him looking over at him. And we use it as a parallel, or an analogy, I should say, to why we just loathe the concept of relative investing or comparative index investing. Attempting to lose less and win more and things like that is just simply not how to invest. Investing around specific goals with absolute return targets, with absolute risk targets, that kind of customized personal approach to one's investing is so important. We can prove it academically, we can prove it emotionally, but I just thought it was a neat kind of story to tell off of that picture. So feel free to look up that article at dividendcafe.com. I'm going to leave it there. Next week, my partner Brian Seitel will bring you the video at Dividend Cafe, as I'll be on the other part of the world with my kids, and I'll be writing from my vacation the written Dividend Cafe. So we'll leave it there. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching Dividend Cafe. Please feel free to subscribe.